Hello, and welcome to Seen Shakespeare Shaking Scenes this afternoon. My name's Linda, and I'm one of the partners of Seen Shakespeare, and I'm taking charge of the book today. Well, we have a lovely selection of actors who will be presenting 4 scenes this afternoon, 4 different scenes from different plays. And you are also very welcome to join us again at 5 p.m. when we will have another great team of actors with another 4 different scenes. Now, for those of you who may not have seen our work before, what we do is present live Shakespeare online. But where we differ from other theatrical online Shakespeare companies is that we are working from cue scripts, which means that our actors perform from their cues and lines only. They have prepared individually, as did the players in Shakespeare's time. So our actors have no idea from whom their next cue is coming. So from all of us players and audience, we experience the story for the first time together. Now, there are times that a query may arise as to the text. Well, they can have a quick chat with Lizzie for clarification as to pronunciation and anything text related. Before we ask the players to go to the virtual tiring room, it feels right to acknowledge not only those of our families and friends lost to the coronavirus these last few months, but also our brothers and sisters lost as a result of the cruelty meted out by those whom we trust to protect us. And although we know that these actions have happened many times before, the graphic image of George Floyd losing his life at the hands of Derek Chauvin was particularly shocking and harrowing to everyone who witnessed it. Now, our thoughts go out to his family and friends at this time, and we hope that only good can come out of this episode for all of us. William Shakespeare wrote about mercy for Merchant of Venice, and I would like to read an extract which I feel is so relevant today. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. 'Tis mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes the throned monarch better than his crown. His sceptre shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to awe and majesty. Wherein doth sit the dread and fear of kings. But mercy is above this sceptred sway. It is enthroned in the heart of kings. It is an attribute to God himself, and earthly power doth then show like God's when mercy seasons justice. And I would like for all of us to have a minute's silence. Thank you. So there we are, 400 years of wisdom in these most extraordinary days. We have a donation button where we ask that you can donate any amount that you can. Normally we have it to support our actors, but however, given these extraordinary circumstances, we will be donating to a Black Lives Matter charity in support of families tragically affected by injustices. So, our players for today at 3 o'clock, we have Geoffrey, Tamara, Alexandra, Valentina, Geraldine, Larissa, Fergus, excuse me, Charlotte and Lizzie, who is normally the book holder, but today she has a couple of lines. So say hello, everyone. Okay, right. So my lovely acting buddies, if you could pop off to the tiring house, that'd be great. And we'll see you shortly. Take care. Now, my job as the book holder, it won't be as in the traditional sense of prompting the actors for lines, but I will be here to help out should there be any problem with the internet links and so forth. I will link up all the scenes and I'll make sure, hopefully, that things run smoothly. And there we are. Now, the first scene that we'd like to present to you right now will be from Henry IV, Part 1. Now, this is early on in the play. We have a conversation between the Earl of Northumberland, which is played by Valentina, and his brother, the Earl of Worcester, played by Geoffrey, and Northumberland's son, Harry, who's nicknamed Hotspur, a bit of a hot-spirited young man, and that's played by Tamara. They have just had a confrontational conversation with King Henry at this point because they feel that he has treated them without the proper respect due to those who have put him on the throne. And this is what happens next. So Tamara, Geoffrey and Alexandra, are you all, and Valentina, are you all ready? When I go off, you come on.
You were right, it's Alexandra.
Oh, Alexandra.
Set.
Speak of Mortimer. Yes, I will speak of him, and let my soul want mercy if I do not join with him. In his behalf, I'll empty all these veins and shed my dear blood drop by drop in the dust. But I will lift the downfall Mortimer as high the air as this unthankful king, as this ingrate and cankered Bolingbroke.
Brother, the king hath made your nephew mad.
Who stroked this heat up after I was gone?
He will, forsooth, have all my prisoners, and when I urged the ransom once again of my wife's brother, then his cheek looked pale, and on my face he turned an eye of death, trembling even at the name of Mortimer.
I cannot blame him. Was he not proclaimed by Richard that dead is the next of blood?
He was, I heard the proclamation, and then it was when the unhappy king, whose wrongs in us God pardon, did set forth upon his Irish expedition, from whence he intercepted, did return to be deposed, and shortly murdered.
And for whose death we in the wide world live scandalized and foully spoken of.
But soft, I pray you, did King Richard then proclaim my brother Mortimer heir to the crown?
He did, myself did hear it.
Nay, then I cannot blame his cousin king that wished him on the barren mountain staff. But shall it be that you that set the crown upon the head of this forgetful man, and for his sake wore the detested blot of murderous subordination, shall it be that you, a world of curses undergo, being the agents or base second means, the cords, the ladder, or the hangman rather? Oh, pardon if that I descend so low to show the line and the predicament wherein you rage under this subtle king. Shall it for shame be spoken in these days, or fill up chronicles in time to come, that men of your nobility and power did gauge them both in an unjust behalf, as both of you, God pardon it, have done, to put down Richard, that sweet, lovely rose, and plant this thorn, this canker Bolingbroke? And shall it in more shame be further spoken, that you are fooled, discarded, and shook off by him, for whom these shames ye underwent? Therefore,
Peace, cousin, say no more. And now I will unclasp a secret book, and to your quick conveying discontents, I'll read you matter deep and dangerous, as full of peril and adventurous spirit as to o'erwalk a current roaring loud on the unsteadfast footing of a spear.
Thief or in good night, or sink or swim, send danger from the east unto the west, so honour cross it from the north to south, and let them grapple. The blood more stirs to rouse a lion than to start a hare.
Imagination of some great exploit drives him beyond the bounds of patience.
By heaven, methinks it were an easy leap to pluck bright honour from the pale-faced moon, or dive into the bottom of the deep where fathom line could never touch the ground, and pluck up drowned honour by the locks. So he that doth redeem her thence might wear without co-rival all her dignities, but out upon this half-faced fellowship.
He apprehends a world of figures here, but not the form of what he should attend. Good cousin, give me audience for a while and list to me.
I cry you mercy.
Those same noble Scots that are your prisoners.
I'll keep them all.
Yeah.
By heaven, he shall not have a Scot of them. No, if a Scot would save his soul, he shall not. I'll keep them by this hand.
You start away and tend no ear unto my purposes. Those prisoners you shall keep.
Nay, I will, that's flat.
Oh.
He said he would not ransom Mortimer, forbade my tongue to speak of Mortimer, but I will find him when he lies asleep, and in his ear holler, Mortimer! Nay, I'll have a starling shall be taught to speak nothing but Mortimer, and give it him to keep his anger still in motion.
Hear you, cousin, a word.
The whole studies here I solemnly defy, save how to gall and pinch this Bolingbroke, and that same sword and buckler Prince of Wales, but that I think his father loves him not, and would be glad he met with some mischance. I would have poisoned him with a pot of ale.
Farewell, kinsman. I'll talk to you when you're better tempered to attend.
What a wasp-tongued and impatient fool art thou, to break into this woman's mood, tying thine ear to no tongue but thine own.
Why, look you, I am whipped and scourged with rods, and nettled and stung with pismers, when I hear of this vile politician Bolingbroke. In Richard's time, what they call the place? Plague upon it! It's in Gloucestershire. 'Twas where the madcap Duke his uncle kept, his uncle York, where I first bowed my knee unto his king of smiles, this Bolingbroke, when you and he came back from Ravenspur.
Berkeley Castle.
You say true. Why, what a gaudy deal of courtesy this fawning greyhound then did proffer me. Look, when his infant fortune came to age, and gentle Harry Percy and kind cousin. Oh, the devil take such cousin as God forgive me. A good uncle, tell your tale, for I have done.
Nay, if you have not, to it again, we'll stay your leisure.
I have done, in sooth.
Then once more to your Scottish prisoners. Deliver them up without their ransom straight, and make the Douglas son your only mean of power in Scotland, for diverse reasons which I will send you written. Be assured, will easily be granted you, my lord. Your son in Scotland, being thus employed, shall secretly into the bosom steal of that same noble prelate, well beloved, the Archbishop.
Of York, is not?
True, who bears hard his brother's death at Bristol, the Lord Scroop. I speak not this in estimation as what I think might be, but what I know is ruminated, plotted, and set down, only stays but to behold the face of that occasion that shall bring it on.
I smell it. Upon my life, it will do wondrous well.
For the game's afoot, thou still lett'st slip.
Why, it cannot choose but be a noble plot, and then the power of Scotland and of York to join with Mortimer.
And so they shall.
In faith, it is exceedingly well aimed.
And 'tis no little reason bids us speed to save our heads by raising of a head. For bear we ourselves as even as we can, the king will always think him in our debt, and think we think ourselves unsatisfied till he have found a time to pay us home. And see already how he doth begin to make us strangers to his looks of love.
He does. We'll be revenged on him.
Cousin, farewell. No further go in this than I by letters shall direct your course. When time is right, which will be suddenly, I'll still to Glendower, and lo, to Mortimer, where you and Douglas and our powers at once, as I will fashion it, will happily meet, to bear our fortunes in our own strong arms, which now we hold at much uncertainty.
Farewell, good brother. We shall thrive, I trust.
Encourage you. Oh, let the hours be short. Till fields and blows and groans applaud our sport.
Fabulous. That was just brilliant. Oh, you can feel all the games are afoot. Very political. Feels very familiar to what's going on today. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. And Geoffrey, of course. Well, next up, we have a scene from Twelfth Night. Now, Valentina is in this one as Viola. Now, she's currently disguised as the servant Cesario. And she's been sent to the court to see Lady Olivia, played by our wonderful Geraldine. Now, Olivia does not want to know. So let's see how this bit of courting goes. Okay, Valentina and Geraldine, are you set to go?
Give us the place apart and we will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom. In what chapter of his bosom?
Well, to answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Ah, I've read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir. Such a one I was this present. It's not well done?
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis in grain, sir. 'Twill endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature owns sweet and cunning hand laid on. Oh, lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried and every particle and utensil labelled to my will as item 2 lips indifferent red, item 2 grey eyes with lids to them, item 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see you what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense, though you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yes, I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, of fresh and stainless youth, in voices well divulged, free, learned, and valiant, and in dimension, and the shape of nature, a gracious person. But yet, I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial will I find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house, write loyal cantons of condemned love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberant hills, and make the bubbling gossip of the air cry out, oh, leave, yam! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortune, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more, unless, perchance, you come to me again and tell me how he takes it. Very well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am no fit post, lady. Keep your purse. My master nor myself lack recompense. Love make his heart of flint that you shall love, and let your fervour, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortune, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast, soft, soft. Unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be.
Yay! Fabulous. Absolutely lovely. I mean, it does put you in mind of, you know, when you were growing up and you saw someone and that little catching in your, you know, in your plexus there. Yes, brilliant. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have another scene for you, and the third scene we have for you now is from Henry VI, Part 1. Now here, father and son, John Talbot and John Talbot Jr. Now this is towards the end of the play. It's all to do with the wars between the English and the French, and the English are taking on the army of Joan of Arc. Talbot has been very successful up until now, but things are not going so well. Let's see what happens. Larissa and Geoffrey, are you ready?
I can't seem to get my video to show. Have you switched it off at your end?
Have we got some help with that on the video?
Oh, now it's on. Yeah.
Excellent. Right, so we ready, Larissa?
All good.
Good, fabulous.
O young John Talbot, I did send for thee to tutor thee in stratagems of war. The Talbot's name might be revived in thee, when sapless age and weak, unable limbs should drive thy father to his drooping chair. But O malignant and ill boding stars, now thou art come unto a feast of death, a terrible and unavoided danger. Therefore, dear boy, mount on my swiftest horse, and I'll direct thee how thou shalt escape by sudden flight. Come, dally not, begone.
Is my name Talbot, and am I your son, and I shall fly? Oh, if you love my mother, dishonour not her honourable name, to make a bastard and a slave of me. The world will say, he is not of Talbot's blood. That noble Talbot stood.
Fly to avenge my death if I be slain.
He that flies so will ne'er return again.
If we both stay, we both are sure to die.
Then let me stay, and farther do you fly. Your loss is great, so your regard should be. My worth unknown, no loss is known in me. Upon my death, the French can little boast. In yours they will, in you all hope is lost. Flight cannot stain the honour you have won, but mine it will, that no exploit have done. You fled for vantage, every one will swear, but if I bow, they'll say it was for fear. Oh, there is no hope that ever I will stay. If first hour I shrink and run away. Here on my knee, I beg mortality, rather than life preserved with infamy.
Shall all thy mother's hopes lie in one tomb?
Aye, rather than I'll shame my mother's womb.
Upon my blessing, I command thee, go.
To fight I will, but not to fly the foe.
Part of thy father may be saved in thee.
No part of him but will be shame in me.
Thou hast never known renown, nor canst not lose it.
Yes, your renowned name. Shall flight abuse it?
Thy father's charge shall clear thee from his stain.
You cannot witness for me being slain. If death be so apparent, then both fly.
And leave my followers here to fight and die. My age was never tainted with such shame.
And shall my youth be guilty of such blame? No more can I be severed from your side than can yourself in twain divide. Stay, go, do what you will, the like do I. For live I will not if my father die.
Then here I take my leave of thee, fair son, born to eclipse thy life this afternoon. Come, side by side, together, live and die. And soul with soul, from France to heaven fly.
Oh, wonderful. Absolutely beautiful. That put me in mind of, where it's this thing of families and parents and their children, and it's that thing of letting go and allowing your children to lead the way for a change. That was so beautiful. Thank you, guys. Brilliant. Wonderful. Right. For our final scene this afternoon, it's from Richard III, with Fergus as Richard III. Are you ready, Fergus?
Ready?
And Charlotte as Lady Anne. All right, Charlotte?
Ready.
And we've got Lizzie playing the gentleman. Well, she's allowed to play. Very, very early on in the play, Richard at this point is still the Duke of Gloucester. Now he's beginning to build up his power, in order to challenge for the throne. And as part of that, he wants to marry Lady Anne. However, she doesn't like him in very little letters, and nor does she like him in very big letters. So let us see how this goes. All right, take it away.
Stay you that bear the course and set it down.
What black magician conjures up this fiend to stop devoted, charitable deeds?
Villains, set down the course, or by St. Paul, I'll make a course of him that disobeys.
My lord, stand back and let the coffin pass.
Unmannered dog, stand thou when I command. Advance thy halbert higher than my breast, or by St. Paul, I'll strike thee to my foot, and spurn upon the beggar for thy boldness.
What? Do you tremble? Are you all afraid? Alas, I blame you not, for you are mortal, and mortal eyes cannot endure the devil. Avaunt, thou dreadful minister of hell! Thou hadst but power over his mortal body. His soul thou canst not have. Therefore, be gone.
Sweet saint, for charity, be not so cursed.
Foul devil! For God's sake, hence, and trouble us not! Oh, for thou hast made the happy earth thy hell, filled it with cursing cries and deep exclaims. If thou delight to view thy heinous deeds, behold this pattern of thy butcheries. O God, which this blood madest, revenge his death. O earth, which this blood drinkst, revenge his death. Either heaven with lightning strike the murderer dead, or earth gape open wide and eat him quick, as thou dost swallow up this good king's blood, which his hell-governed arm hath butchered.
Lady, you know no rules of charity, which renders good for bad, blessings for curses.
Villain, thou knowst no law of God nor man, no beast so fierce but knows some touch of pity.
But I know none, and therefore am no beast.
Oh, wonderful! When devils tell the truth.
More wonderful when angels are so angry. Vouchsafe, divine perfection of a woman, of these supposed crimes, to give me leave by circumstance, but to acquit myself.
Oh, vouchsafe, diffused infection of a man, of these known evils, but to give me leave by circumstance to curse thy cursed self.
Fairer than tongue can name thee, let me have some patient leisure to excuse myself.
Fouler than heart can think thee, thou canst make no excuse current, but to hang thyself.
By such despair I should accuse myself.
And by despairing shalt thou stand excused for doing worthy vengeance on thyself.
Say I slew them not.
Unworthy slaughter upon others. They say they were not slain, but dead they are, and devilish safe by thee.
I did not kill your husband.
Why then, he is alive!
Nay, he is dead and slain by Edward's hand.
Oh, throat thou liest! Queen Margaret saw thy murderous falchion smoking in his blood, the which thou once did bend against her breast, but that thy brothers beat aside the point.
I was provoked by their slanderous tongues that laid their guilt upon my guiltless shoulders.
Thou wast provoked by thy bloody mind that never dreamst on aught but butcheries. Didst thou not kill this king?
I grant ye.
Dost grant me, hedgehog? Then God grant me too. Thou must be damned for that wicked deed. Oh, he was mild, gentle, and virtuous.
The better for the King of heaven that hath him.
He is in heaven, where thou shalt never come.
Let him thank me that hoped to send him thither, for he was fitter for that place than earth.
And thou unfit for any place but hell.
Yes, one place else, if you will hear me name it.
Some dungeon.
Your bedchamber.
Ill rest betide the chamber where thou liest.
So will it, madam, till I lie with you.
I hope so.
I know so, but gentle Lady Anne, to leave this keen encounter of our wits and fall something into a slower method. Is not the causer of these timeless deaths of these Plantagenets, Henry and Edward, as blameful as the executioner?
Thou wast the cause, the most accursed effect.
Your beauty was the cause of that effect, your beauty that did haunt me in my sleep to undertake the death of all the world, so I might live 1 hour in your sweet bosom.
If I thought that, I tell thee, homicide, these nails would rend that beauty from my cheek.
These eyes could not endure thy beauty's wreck. You should not blemish it if I stood by, as all the world is cleared by the sun, so I by that is my day, my life.
Black night o'ershade thy day, and death thy life.
Curse not thyself, fair creature, thou art both.
I would I were to be revenged on thee.
It is a quarrel most unnatural to be revenged on him that loveth thee.
It is a quarrel just and reasonable to be revenged on him that killed my husband.
He that bereft thee, lady, of thy husband, did it to help thee to a better husband.
His better doth not breathe upon the earth.
He lives that loves thee better than he could.
Name him.
Attachment.
What, that was he!
Self same name, but one of better nature.
Where is he?
Here. Ah! Why dost thou spit at me?
Would it were mortal poison for thy sake.
Ever came poison from so sweet a place?
Never hung poison on so foul a toad. Out of my sight, thou dost infect mine eyes.
Thine eyes, sweet lady, have infected mine.
Would they were basilisks, to strike thee dead.
I would they were, that I might die at once, for now they kill me with a living death.
Well, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's really, well, what can I say? Arrogant, and just the self-belief was just unreal. Goodness me. And he's standing there in front of beauty with anyway, thank you so much. That was absolutely brilliant. Well, that was the last scene for this afternoon. You can join us again this afternoon at 5 o'clock if you can for 4 more different scenes. Now, if you can join us again next Sunday at 3 o'clock, it would be fab, because we have our special joint production of As You Like It with Manchester's Cream-Faced Loons. Now, this is going to be a great big new adventure for us all, and it's going to be great fun. And, you know, we're doing the whole play. So come and join us and have a good laugh. We look forward to seeing you later at 5. And if not, we see you next Sunday at 3 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us. And like I say again, we have a donation button at the bottom. If you would like to donate, that would be great. And then we'll be giving everything that we raise to a charity linked to Black Lives Matter. Okay, thanks again. And all of you come up and say goodbye, wave goodbye to our lovely audience. That would be great. Fabulous. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Bye.
The springtime, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 da, la da dee da dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dee da 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 dum, da dee da da, na hey, nanny no, and a hey, nanny nanny no, da 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 dee da dum da dum, da dum da da dee da, da 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 dee da 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 da, la da 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 dee da dum da dum da 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 dum, la dee da 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 da, with a hey and a ho and a hey. da dum da dum da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee 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 dum da 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 la da da dee 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 da 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 dee da 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 dee da dum da da dee da 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 dum da da dee da da dum da da la dee da 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 dee da dum da da dum the springtime da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 la da dee da dum da 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 dum da 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 dee da 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 dum da dee da da na hey nanny no and a hey nanny nanny no da 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 dee da dum da dum da dum da da dee da 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 dee da 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 la da 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 dee da dum da dum da dum da 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 dum la dee da 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 with a hey and a ho and a hey nonny no la da dee da da dum da dum da dee da 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 da